This is where you imagine the 808 breaking up the speakers in an ecstasy of bass. And this is where the DJ used to stand, bumping up the crowd, doing pinwheels with his hands. And this is where some men would come to meet and watch their bodies give way to the beat. And if the DJ is a king or he's a fool, if his ass is on the floor or on the stools, it just comes down to his willingness to use the tools. Woo! In the neon of a strange Orlando night, underneath the strobes and the spinning laser lights, this is where a man steps on the floor with weapons almost anyone could pick up at a store. And this is where he's stopping to reload, paying back his demons what they're owed. And if he'll maximize the damage he can do, whether it's a dance club or a school, it just comes down to his willingness to use the tools. Woo! Oh, this is how it happens, time and time again. Oh, this is how it happens, as if there is no end. Well, all you true believers, you can keep your thoughts and prayers, 'cause God shut off the listener line, heaven's closed for repairs. So all you get's the message when you're asking him for help. I'm gone, he says, so long, and pass a law, save yourself. This is where mothers stood and wept over losses no one living ever should accept. This is where a father finally grieves and wonders what they're doing up in Washington, D.C. Maybe this is when a nation finally makes the kind of compromise all compromises take. Well, you can't keep a fire burning without fuel to save more people from that data pool. It just comes down to our willingness to use the tools. This is where you imagine the 808. How's it going, everyone, today? If you're watching, please say hey and let me know where you're watching from. That was a song that I wrote last year, thinking about the shooting at the Pulse nightclub, and you know, it's one of those things that could be about any town in America, pretty much, because it seems no place is immune from the craziness of gun violence that's been going on for, well, a long time. But I started writing that song not intentionally about the Pulse nightclub. I actually started writing it as a joke. If you know what the 808 drum machine, it's like a sort of a classic drum machine from the 80s that got used in a bunch of early hip hop and then has had, you know, like a steady place in a lot of electronic based music and pop music, dance music, all kinds of things like that. And I thought it would be funny to write a acoustic guitar folk song that said, like, this is where you imagine the 808, as if it was going to be like a pop song. But pretty much as soon as I wrote that line, the rest of the song filled itself in, and I realized I was in a dance club, and not one that any of us would want to be in at that place and time. Anyways, yeah. So that's that song. I don't know what it's called yet. I haven't put it on a record yet. I don't know if it's done. It might need some revision on the lyrics, but anyways, let me get to a different song because that one was very serious. This one's slightly less serious, but still kind of serious. While I tune this, I don't think my Restream app is working right now because I can't see any comments. Maybe there's no comments. And if that's the case, clearly either you or I are shirking our responsibilities because my question to you of where are you watching from clearly wasn't either compelling enough or you're, like I said, shirking your responsibilities. I'm still waking up at 4, 'cause that's when I got used to Linda coming through the door. I heat up something from the fridge, talk about the bills and kids, trade the keys, and then I'd drive out to the shore. Well, Danny said a real man provides, that the pressure and the purpose is his biggest point of pride. But the people we work for, they're paying less, keeping more, so I can't afford a funeral for my bride. There's a bird who fishes with a rope tied around its little bird throat, catches everything it can and brings it to the man standing on his little wooden boat. Some people work their fingers to the bone. Other people share an office and feel equally alone. Some roll $20 bills to buy a sandwich bag of pills. Leaves them empty as the summer people's homes. Woo! Best of days I can sleep till 5. Throw an Eggo in the toaster, eat it while I drive. I hope my daughters, they can make their own breakfast, and by 8 they're waiting for a school bus to arrive. There's a bird who fishes with a rope tied around its little bird throat, and the granting of that wish just to have one little fish dangles like an unresolved note. Well, there's a bird who fishes with a rope tied around its little bird throat, and I guess that you could say it was captive to the waves. It preferred a little certainty to hope, Hey, Greg Owens, how's it going, man? You're tuning in for one of your favorite songs. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm also going to see if you win today's prize for first comment, which I'm going to check on Facebook here. Oh, Mitch McConnell is doing something. Not watching this broadcast, clearly. Let me see. Are you really the first commenter today? Let's see. Oh, no, you're not. But you know what? But I'll share the prize with you because it was the first comment I saw, and the other comment from Declan is not showing up in my Restream app. So Declan, I'm sorry I've been ignoring you for the past 4 minutes. Hello to you. Thanks for watching. I think you said you're watching from Paris. Hello to Paris. I'm gonna do a cover song that let me put up this little thing here. Now do I go this? Nope, I go this way. So this is a song I learned a few months back. I'd heard it plenty. It's an amazing song by Anais Mitchell called "Why We Build the Wall," and it's sort of it started as a great song and it's just grown in meaning. Unfortunately, it's one of those songs that you wish didn't need to be relevant, but she it was part of a musical that she wrote called Hadestown, which you might have seen or heard about. It won a bunch of Tony Awards this year, so it's becoming all the rage in on Broadway. Aaron, hey Aaron, how's it going from the lake? I hope you're swimming today. So yeah, what was I going with this? Why We Build the Wall. It's it's like one of those house that Jack built kind of lyrics that just keeps growing and growing, and you realize it's just completely circular logic. So I will play that now. Hey, Courtney. Courtney is tuning in from a little bookshop in Lewiston, Maine. A cute little bookshop, she says, and it's true. I can verify that. It's called Quiet City if anyone's in Maine and wants to go get some books. Us free, that's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. How does the wall keep us free? My children, my children. How does the wall keep us free? How does the wall keep us free? The wall keeps out the enemy, and we built the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. Who do we call the enemy? My children, my children. Who do we call the enemy? Who do we call the enemy? The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy. And we built the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We built the wall to keep us free. Because we have and they have not. my children, 'cause they want what we have got. 'Cause they have and they have not, 'cause they want what we have got. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy. And we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. What do we have that they should want? My children, what do we have that they should want? What do we have that they should want? We have a wall to work upon. We have work and they have none, and our work is never done. My children, and the war is never won. The enemy is poverty, and we build the wall to keep us free. 'Cause the wall keeps out the enemy. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. We build the wall to keep us free. All right, I switched up 2 lines there at the end, but I feel like that's pretty good. That's like still like an A if we're grading on 100. Not saying I was in tune or like sang it well, but in terms of just remembering the lyrics in their appropriate order, I'm going to give myself an A. So, okay, I know Aaron is at the lake. I know Courtney is at a cute little bookstore. Greg, I don't know where you are or what you're doing. What are you doing, Greg? And unfortunately, Declan, I can't see your comment unless I look at my phone, so I don't know what you're doing either. What are you guys doing? All right, I'm going to do a... Oh, thank you. You know what? I'm still going to screw up your name, and you actually told me how to pronounce it. Rudolph? Hey, thanks for tuning in. Sorry I'm screwing up your name 2 broadcasts in a row. Greg, you're in Nashville. You're playing with your new puppy on your lunch break. Oh, that's sweet. What kind of dog did you get? And what's Nashville like right now? Is it like 100 degrees? And actually, here's a Nashville question for you. Have you actually ever gone on one of those pedal pub rides that are like for, bridesmaids and tourists? Because I like to make fun of them, but I actually think it would be super fun to do that. I only make fun of it because I'm a snob, but like deep down, I think the pedal pub would be a worthwhile way to spend an afternoon. All right, here's a song of mine called Straight White Male, which if you hear it on Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon or any of the places where you procure digital music, it will not sound anything like this. It's way more electronic and a little bit more upbeat. This is kind of its original state before I took it down a slightly more electronic path. There's a street light out at the end of the cul-de-sac, where the crickets rub their legs in the woods out back. And the dark, like death, stretches on. tell what's the woods and what's your long, straight, white male? Did your straight white dad tell you, hey kid, you dare not fail? 'Cause the measure of a real man's in his hands. Oh, ain't that right, white American man? Put an angel up at the top of your Christmas tree. It shines a little cheery light for all your kids and wife to see. But when the house falls asleep, you unplug that wire. Leave it on too long, you know it'll start a fire. Straight white male, like the big fat head of the old snake who eats his tail. Oh, the only thing you understand's the only thing you understand. Oh, ain't that right, white American man? Straight white male. You know your rising tide is useless if the wind doesn't fill all sails. But you better lead your boat and never lose sight of land. Oh, ain't that right, white American man? Oh, ain't that right, white American man? There's a street light out at the end of your mortgage loan. Somewhere across town, lights are coming on. All right, Greg, you're saying you're not opposed to it. He's talking about the pedal pubs that are, if people don't know, in Nashville and other, warmish touristy places, they have these bike type things that a bunch of people get on, and it's basically a movable bar. It's like a movable feast. No, it's not a movable feast. It's a movable bar. And someone's pedaling, in theory. I think they have engines, technically, if everyone gets lazy. And you just ride around and you drink in the sun. So Greg says, I'm not opposed, but it's expensive. You have to pay like $40, then bring your own beer. I do it for a special occasion, maybe. Obviously, it'd have to be obnoxious, like the bachelorette parties. Obviously, that goes without saying. That is a prerequisite for getting on the pedal pub. All right, well, maybe sometime when I'm in Nashville, we should make a pedal pub journey. All right, what am I gonna do? I will do a song called. What is this called? I don't know what this is called. I think it's called How Long. It's by a band called Ace, which Paul Carrick sang for, and he was also the singer of Mike and the Mechanics and did some of the lead vocals on a bunch of Squeeze songs, like Squeeze's huge hit Tempted. He sang a lot of that. So anyways, I will do that. going on? How long has this been going on? We're your friends with a fancy persuasion, won't admit that it's part of the scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicion, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. You say you was never intended to break up the scene in this way, but there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Well, you're friends with a fancy persuasion, won't admit that it's part of the scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicion, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. You say you was never intended to break up the scene in this way, but there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? 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 All right. Anyone got anything they want to hear today? I'm thinking I'll do 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, because last week I put out a new music video for that song, starring 3 of me and dozens of little animated kitty cats. And so I've been having fun playing the acoustic version of that. Hey, Leroy, how's it going, man? And then, let's see. Dakota Smith is watching on YouTube. You want to hear Collapsing Star? I will do Collapsing Star. Cool. I haven't played that in a while. I'll do 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, and then I will do Collapsing Star, which are both going to be on an album I'm putting out next month. Details of that forthcoming. But I guess I should say, if you really want details, you should get on my email list. I would love for you to do that anyway, so I can always keep you up to date on like the most important stuff. And if you just go to chrisrobley.com, there'll be a little form right there at the top of that page. I would love for you to subscribe. If you do, I'll send you a free digital copy of my poetry book. And then, once I iron out the last few details of this album release, I can keep you in the loop about that too. All right. My guitar doesn't know what to do because it's been warm all day, and then I turn my AC on. It's feeling very conflicted. He was meant for you. Baby, what if I was too? For the moment you choose, it's a moment you lose. The half of you that gets you through the long, lonely night. Now you made it clear to me, one and one make three. Say we can't be both blameless and free. They sound like the same damn thing to me. And the moment you choose, it's a moment you lose. The half of you that gets you through the long, lonely night. One make three. And the moment you choose, it's the moment you lose. The half of you that gets you through the long, lonely night. Lonely night. Lonely night. Lonely night. Try that again. Hey, Lance Allen, how's it going, man? Oh, now you made me you made me very nervous. I was going for those little tritone runs there, and I saw you pop on, and Lance Allen is like an actual guitar player. He's like a real guitar player. I saw his name pop up, and I was like, ooh, and then I botched it, of course. You made me nervous. Let's try it again. That's better. How's it going, Lance? I hope you're doing well. You're in Nashville, too. Greg Owens and I were having a conversation about pedal pubs and how I like to talk a lot of smack about them because they're ridiculously touristy and obnoxious, but deep down I really, really want to just go on a pedal pub. All right, so I had a request for Collapsing Star, which I will do now. Hollow alcoholic eyes and your sad sense of spent allure, how the better half of you will hide behind all the small things you never were. Like a starlet of the silver screen, was burdened by your beauty and by everything it's gonna mean for us. Goes away. Now that our collapsing star shines a little less bright, now that our collapsing star gives off a little less light,
I can feel you in the dark tonight. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright tonight. But you still bring this child to life. We've gotten older and we're none more wise, but you still bring this child to life. You know I promised you I'd care about making sure that we can do the things you were never allowed to do in your younger days. Now that our collapsing star shines a little less bright, now that our collapsing star gives off a little less light, I can feel you in the dark tonight. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. Now that our collapsing star shines a little less bright, now that our collapsing star gives off a little less light, I can feel you in the dark tonight. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright.
That's the one. Hey, bye, Aaron. You're saying you gotta go. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm gonna do one more, and then I will be going myself. But thank you all so much for listening. This is a song Pink Floyd wrote.
Taking away the moments that make up a dull day. fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way, kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown, waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Tired of flying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, there is time to kill today. And then one day you'll find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Well, you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find the time. Plans that either come to naught, or half a page is scribbled lines, hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. Time is gone, the song is over. I thought I'd something more to say. Home again. I like to be here when I can. When I come home cold and tired, it's good to warm the bones beside the fire. I don't think I've ever had such a pesky string before. Like, I can't even break it off. Good God. Far away across the field, tolling of the iron bell calls the faithful to their knees to hear the softly spoken magic spell. Boom, 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 boom. Rudolph, I like your assessment. I'm determined. Yeah, that's one word for it. Let's see here. I gotta go back through some comments. Oh, you don't like Floyd? Wow. I think you actually, I was playing a Queen song the other day, and I think you kind of said you didn't really like them either, huh? What do you like? Let me know. Maybe I know a song or two by whoever you do like. Oh, Dakota, you were welcome. Dakota requested Collapsing Star. Thanks so much. Thank you for...
It's interesting that you're saying you got the message on Facebook, but you're watching on YouTube. Is that like an ethical position? Neil Young. All right, I like Neil Young. Rudolph. Yeah, well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I do this every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday is at usually around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday is 1 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. I hope you all have great days. And, Willie Nelson. Yeah, good. Okay. So you're like an Americana-ish kind of person, I'm guessing. Is that a kind of person? I don't know. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have great evenings if you're in Europe. Have good days if you're in the U.S. If you're elsewhere, you're probably sleeping and not even watching. So catch you on the replay tomorrow. All right. See y'all.